Are you tired of trying to catch a Pokemon only to have it break out of the ball over and over and over again? Worry no more, because I'm Mike from PokeTips, and today I'm going to be teaching you 4 tips to make catching any Pokemon easier. I love playing Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but one of the things that annoyed me about the game was it seems like Pokemon would never get easier to catch. But yesterday I noticed when I was catching Pokemon that the Chanseys I was trying to capture had a green circle now instead of an orange or even red, which made them so much easier to catch. They would never break out of balls anymore. So I thought I'd be a good person and share those same tips that I use to make Chansey much easier to catch with you, so you could use them to make whatever you want to catch a lot easier too. So let's jump right into it with tip number 1. Use the JoyCon Grip method to capture your Pokemon. The JoyCon Grip method is a trick you can use to catch Pokemon easier. This involves you using 2 Joy-Cons at the same time to throw 2 Pokeballs at one Pokemon. If you manage to throw 2 Pokeballs at the same time at a Pokemon, you'll see a special animation on the screen, and it'll make the Pokemon give slightly more experience and make it a little bit easier to catch. To do this, all you'll need is the Joy-Con Grip accessory that came with your Nintendo Switch. Shake your second Joy-Con controller to activate the second player in your Pokemon game, then put both controllers in the Joy-Con Grip accessory. Now when you try to catch a Pokemon, you should be able to easily throw 2 Pokeballs at once without doing anything too crazy. Also, when you're doing this method, make sure that you have your best Pokeball, which will usually be Ultra Balls, on player 1's controller. Then on player 2, you could use whatever Pokeball you like, so I usually just use regular Pokeballs. When you throw both Pokeballs at the same time, the game uses the catch rate of the best Pokeball, and then adds a little bonus to that catch rate, making it slightly easier to catch. So just use your best Pokeball, and then you could use whatever you want in the second slot to save yourself some money. Tip number 2, you can always use raspberries to make your Pokemon easier to catch. Regular raspberries are okay, silver raspberries are pretty good, and golden raspberries are the best and will have a significant impact on any Pokemon you're trying to catch. Now I know this tip is basically common sense, everybody in the game knows about this, but there's so many people that I know that are just afraid to use raspberries on their Pokemon because they think raspberries are rare and you need to save them for something special. And then I look at them and I'm like, what, are you crazy? Just use your raspberries. Raspberries are so easy to get in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So if you want to get lots of raspberries, simply all you need to do is go to Route 17 and then go interact with the yellow flowers. The flowers on Route 17 all have a chance of having hidden items in them, which are usually some sort of berries, and raspberries are very common here. The best part is, once you leave Route 17, so let's say you go all the way to the bottom of Route 17, if you just go back up onto Route 17, all of these bushes of flowers have chances of having berries again, so you could get so many raspberries so quickly and so easily by doing this. On Route 17, you could find the regular raspberries and silver raspberries. There might be a possibility that you could find golden raspberries here, but I'm not sure because I have not personally found any myself. But if you do want an easy way to find golden raspberries, then just go to Cerulean Cave and then check the highlighted spots on the ground. Those spots have a chance of having golden raspberries, and you could get lots of them very easily in here. To get golden raspberries to respawn in here, all you need to do is just walk around for about 256 steps, and then those highlighted patches on the ground will have chances of having berries again. Here's a little pro tip. When you're hunting for these hidden berries, check your partner Pokemon's tail. I'm playing Let's Go Eevee version. I'm sure it's very similar, if not identical, in Let's Go Pikachu, but I notice whenever I'm near a hidden item, my partner Pokemon, so Eevee, its tail will start wagging really quickly, and then when I get closer to the hidden item, the tail gets really straight. So when you see this on your partner Pokemon, you know right away that you're near a hidden item. Now on to tip number 3, catch lots of the same species of Pokemon. After you've captured 50 or 100 of the same type of Pokemon, the game will make it a little easier for you to catch that specific Pokemon. So for example, with me and my Chanseys, once I caught 100 Chanseys, I noticed that the orange circle that I once had turned green, and I could use not even Ultra Balls, but I could start using just regular Great Balls on Chansey, and I'd have no trouble catching it at all. You'll want to combine tip number 3 with tip number 4, which is transfer the extra Pokemon you catch to the Professor. Just like catching a lot of the same type of Pokemon, when you transfer a lot of the same type of the Pokemon, it'll make them easier to catch. I noticed that once I transferred 50 Chanseys to Professor Oak, he said something special like, "Oh, you've transferred 50 Chanseys, this really helps with my research." And then I noticed once again that Chanseys were getting even easier for me to capture. So my friends, you are now experts in catching Pokemon, and you could use these tips and tricks to make whatever you're trying to capture a lot easier than it originally was. So if you enjoyed this video and if it helped you out, please help me out by giving this video a big thumbs up because it really helps my channel. Thanks again for watching, and guys, I'll be seeing you in the next one.